is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over first and 10. The Jets about set to go on offense, led by their rookie quarterback for 2021, the second overall pick, Zach Wilson out of BYU.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Wilson fires quickly for Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And in Corey Davis's 4 years with Tennessee, he had his moments, but his best year was last year. Finished 16 yards shy of a 1,000-yard season and really started to look the part of a #1 receiver. He will really help Zach Wilson in his rookie year with the Jets.
A first carry here for Kaneng Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a third down attempt.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. It'll continue to be interesting in these wet conditions how these kickers fare, but first test, passed.
And how about how the special teams unit handled that? A lot of concentration to make sure the ball didn't slip through his fingers. After the snap, got it down and let him pop it through the posts.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So for the second time in this one, we get To see the Falcons offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. It's the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The rookie Zach Wilson and the Jet offense set to go to work once more. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running to start the drive is Love. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Heck of a play there by Olivier Vernon to get upfield and bring him down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Wilson. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Nwangu. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kene Nwangu. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that the defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards, the pick up there.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again, Ryan. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Quick slant to Crowder. Touchdown! Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. He'll buy some time right. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out.
Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Let's take it inside his own 40. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? From the 45 on second down, Ryan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So a very tight first half. We had to break it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Keelan Cole now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Here's 2nd and 10. Nwangu. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. On the run is Nwangu, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game
that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They go play action with Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Right back to Pitts again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third down, Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
17, 16.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
I didn't do a
touchdown. Here's Koo to kick off.
This is just a straight up franchise mode.
Cole now on the return.
I just started off with
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Rolling to it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, as trailing here in the second half. Last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will find his man Ruggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So that one will be accepted. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Patterson on the draw play. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Ryan on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd. From the shotgun, Ryan. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Cole now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. To try again after the sack. Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the play, but I guess that's the danger. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. After the interception, here's Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to look deep for more. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Elijah Moore with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Wilson. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. On 3rd down, it's Patterson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cordero Patterson, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Cole now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Buying time to his left. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Elijah Moore, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. Steps away. He finds his man, complete. It's Love. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One last shot for Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
You missed quite a lot. I did 2 trades, 2 big trades. Give me 1 second, I'll show you them. I got Chase Young, and then I traded Isaiah Simmons and got a right guard and Devin Bush because my left tackle was injured. And I had to mess with my line a little bit. And my running back's uninjured now. This is what my team's looking like right now. Yeah, Bryce Love actually worked out quite well for me. He was a good backup. I have him as my kick return and punt returner right now too. And my backup running back. Alrighty. So what? Put like Humphrey at like right guard and put like Turner at center. Uh, a little bit because I got kind of speedy backs. So should I put him at a like my right tackle position then probably? Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, give me 1 second. And I still have my left tackle. He's just injured for a week, I believe. He's been injured every single week. Keeps getting injured. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and. Does that look a little bit better? Not quite. I don't think, at least. Like, unless you're talking about how you can, like, make them block more to the right or more to the left. Yeah, I know how to do that. Now, I don't do it very often, but I do know how to do it.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Patriots taking on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Time to get our first look at the Patriot offense and quarterback Matt Jones, the rookie out of Alabama, the number 15 overall pick in 2021.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing Jones. And right away, he lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
Yeah, that's a great way to start off the game.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. Now Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Jones on 1st and 10. It's brought in by Harris. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 7. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Throwing on 1st down. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Harris. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones checking this down to Stevenson. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. The Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. They find some open field here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Patriots have it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Harris.
I
do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives,
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 at the 19. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all. And if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff. And it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Aguilar. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Off the play fake, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. Deron Payne picks up his second sack of the afternoon. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. Dancing away at the 35. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Being chased out left. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it'll be a loss of 10 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Finding room inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And some room to maneuver. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Kene Nwangu with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
That's some strong running.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out this way.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop him before he could get to the marker.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Another rundown for Nwangu. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the shotgun, Wilson. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Henry Ruggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. New England's offense set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, and caught by Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this down at Harris, middle of the field. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll go right back to the Walgoo, and he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
I've got an idea. Let's get racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 6 yards left on second down. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Handoff here to Nwangu. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Thanks, man, for the help, by the way. Definitely made my run.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So now Jones and the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. 1:44 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Here's Jones. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Me on the offensive line and stuff.
Jones. Open man is born. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
How do I change that? There we go.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Oh, stays up. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. To throw is Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They'll start with the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they're going to speed things up here. On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Handoff right side, Nwangu. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their
Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show...
Yeah, I'm playing on all Madden. Yeah, I've played the game. I've played like the past three to five Maddens. I don't really recall. I think since like Madden 17 probably. It's a little bit longer than I've been playing. Just a little bit. Well, my game just froze. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off. I'll probably be on a little bit later on tonight. Play 2 more games around like 6 or 7. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. See you later.